Most videos about trading bots look like this. Mine looks like this. No Lambo, no 4,000% backtest. And that is completely the point. Because the flashy version and the version that actually survives contact with a real market are almost never the same thing. And I'm going to show you the difference. So here's what this is. Over the last while, I built, by myself, a trading system that borrows the discipline of how real hedge funds operate and runs it at retail scale on US stocks. Not one strategy. A handful of them, side by side, a core stock picking book, a hedge that offsets market risk, an event-driven sleeve, and a few more that aren't even allowed to trade yet. And I'll explain that. But this series isn't a victory lap. I'm going to walk you through the whole thing, how it picks stocks, how it manages risk, how it learns, and, crucially, the parts where it's wrong, incomplete, or just honestly not that impressive yet. Because the interesting story here isn't I got rich. I didn't. The interesting story is what it takes to build something you can actually trust, and how much of retail trading content quietly fails that test. If you want signals to copy, or a bot to buy, wrong channel, and I'll tell you exactly why later in this video. If you want to see how this stuff actually works, under the hood, honestly, you're in the right place. Let's kill a myth first. Hedge fund style does not mean secret sauce, or magic indicator, or getting rich fast. Most hedge funds don't even beat the index. What actually separates the professional approach from the retail approach isn't the strategy, it's the process. It's a set of boring habits that stop you from lying to yourself. None of that is exciting. All of it is what makes the difference between a backtest that looks amazing and a system that doesn't blow up the first time the market does something weird. So when I say hedge fund style, I mean I stole the discipline, not some imaginary edge. Everything in this system rests on 3 rules. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember these, because they're the 3 things most retail bots quietly break. Rule 1, no look ahead. Every single decision the system makes only ever uses information that existed at that moment, never data from the future. This sounds obvious. It is violated constantly. The classic version is testing your strategy on today's list of the 500 biggest companies, a list that already excludes everything that went bankrupt. Of course, a strategy looks great when you've secretly deleted all the losers in advance. My system uses point-in-time data, so it can't cheat like that. It's the difference between a backtest and a fantasy. Rule 2, cost-netted P and L. Every trade in here is charged for slippage, fees, and, for the strategies that short stocks, borrow costs before anything gets counted as profit. Why does this matter? Because free-looking profit is how bots trick you. A strategy that trades constantly can look brilliant on paper and lose money in reality, purely on costs. If the math doesn't reward churn, the churn goes away. Boring and honest. Rule 3, and this is my favorite. New strategies don't get to trade just because I'm excited about them. Every idea has to climb a ladder. First, it's just research. Then it goes into shadow mode. It runs every single day, scores real opportunities, journals what it would have done, nets out the costs, and places exactly 0 trades. It has to prove itself on live data, going forward, against an objective bar for weeks, before it's even allowed to paper trade. Right now, I have several strategies stuck at that shadow stage on purpose, including one that trades foreign stocks and one that bets against companies. They're not trading, they're auditioning, and most auditions should fail. Here's the thing those 3 rules add up to. They're all designed to do one job: stop me from fooling myself. Because the person a trader lies to most is themselves. You run 50 experiments, one of them looks amazing by pure luck, and your brain screams, I found it. So I built a tool whose entire job is to deflate my own excitement. It keeps track of how many things I've tested, and then it discounts my results accordingly. Because a result that's the best of 50 tries is a lot less impressive than the same result on the first try. There's a whole episode coming where I take a strategy I was genuinely excited about, run it through that filter, and watch most of its statistical significance quietly evaporate. That episode is the most important one in this series, and almost nobody in this corner of the internet makes it. That's what boring on purpose means. Every exciting shortcut I could have taken is a shortcut to lying to myself. The boring version is the one that might actually be real. Before you subscribe, let me be straight with you about what this is not, because it matters. This is not a signal service. I am never going to tell you to buy a specific stock. That's not me being coy. Giving personalized trading advice is regulated, and I'm not registered to do it. So I won't. It's not for sale as a get-rich bot, and I'm not taking anyone's money to manage. And the results you'll see in this series are paper-traded, simulated with real prices but not real dollars. Paper results are not real results. Slippage, capacity, and bad luck are all harsher in the real world, and it's entirely possible this thing doesn't even beat just buying an index fund. I genuinely don't know yet. That's part of what we're going to find out, together, honestly. So why build in public at all? Because I think the process is worth sharing, even if the returns are ordinary. And honestly, watching someone be rigorous is rarer and more useful than watching someone get lucky. If that sounds like your kind of thing, subscribe. The honest version of this is going to take a whole season. Next episode, I'm going deep on those first two rules: no look ahead and cost netting. And I'll show you the exact ways popular trading bots break them, usually without even knowing it. It'll change how you read every backtest you ever see again. If you want to support the project and/or follow along with my journey, just watching and telling me where I'm wrong or right is very valuable. I'm Sandbox Theory. Thanks for watching the boring version.